This is my bridge.
This is my building.
And this is my truck.
For people that care about getting the job done right. We built the Toyota Tundra better from the ground up.
Introducing Progresso Rich and Hearty Soups. Our thickest, chunkiest soups ever. 8 new recipes, like beef pot roast with country vegetables. So thick and hearty, they just might be more than most spoons can handle. Discover new rich and hearty soups from Progresso.
Stay tuned to the Weather Channel for continuing coverage on Isabel, right after your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 73 degrees under fair skies. Forecast. Your extended forecast.
We've been through this. I mean, this ain't our first rodeo.
It was quite a ride for people along the coast of North Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland. Powerful winds from Hurricane Isabel knocked out power for millions of people. We've got team coverage this morning.
And first the sun this morning, now more and more power starting to come on here at Kill Devil Hills. A very good sign, especially for those that are waiting to get back out here after evacuating. I'll give you a live report coming up.
Thousands of flight cancellations returning, airports opening up, and clearing off the debris off the roadways. All have travel impact coming up.
And we'll check on the problem with flooding in Washington, D.C., where federal offices will be closed again today. We have the story here on Isabel, here on your Weather Today.
Live from the Weather Channel, here's your Weather Today with Marshall Keith and Heather Tesh.
Well, good Friday morning. It is 1:30 the hour. I'm Alexandra Steele. Heather Tesh is on maternity leave.
And I'm Marshall Cease. Thanks for joining us. The forecast calls for dry weather in North Carolina and Virginia, which will help the cleanup efforts today.
But the bad weather has begun further inland as Isabel continues to make its move.
Let's take a look at the latest on now tropical storm Isabel. A tropical storm coupled with high pressure to its north means windy conditions from Boston, New York City, and Pittsburgh. You don't have to be close to the center of circulation for those winds at times today to gust over 40 miles per hour.
The Weather Channel has a team of meteorologists along the mid-Atlantic coast to show you the impact of this landfalling hurricane.
Bill Keneally will have the latest on flooding in Ocean City, Maryland. Mike Seidel outlasted the winds in Virginia Beach, and on the Outer Banks of North Carolina is Jim Cantore. But first, there are some big problems this morning in Washington, D.C. as well. Reagan National Airport is closed until noon.
And there's also flooding in Old Town Alexandria. And Stephen Sheeta from WJLA TV joins us. Stephen, how much damage really is there this morning?
There's a lot of damage, Alexandra, all across the metro area. Right here, damage to homes and businesses and shops. Behind me, I'm going to show you the waters are receding. If you look down, you can see just a couple of hours ago, the waters were all the way up to here. Now in their wake, you see debris, a lot of bottles and sludge that the water carried up with it. Now it is receding back, but if you look way beyond, you can see a boat bobbing down there. That is the edge of the Potomac River. However, it is still very far away from the current edge of the river, which is well up King Street here at Union and King Street. This is a popular intersection for tourists and visitors. Also here in Alexandria, there is a boil water order in effect because of problems with the water treatment facility over in Fairfax County. So folks here are told to boil their water. They don't want anyone getting sick from any water which may be contaminated. And we've also had some mandatory evacuations not far downriver from here. The water came up early this morning into a Huntington section of Alexandria neighborhood where police went in there and told folks to get out to seek higher ground. So there are a number of evacuations and a number of concerns here, a lot of power outages and damage to a number of businesses and shops and homes right along the Potomac River. Reporting for the Weather Channel, Stephen Sheeta. Back to you, Marshall and Alexandria.
All right, thanks so much, Stephen Sheeta, WJLA TV in Washington.
Let's continue our live coverage with Mike Seidel in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Good morning, Mike. Looks like people are out and about on the boardwalk this morning.
Now it's a beautiful morning for the cleanup. It's underway. We've got temperatures in the low 70s, lots of sunshine and light winds from the southwest, unlike those hurricane force gusts yesterday. But boy, Isabel came roaring through the state of Virginia, the Commonwealth, and here's how we stand right now. President Bush has declared the state of Virginia a major disaster area. That frees up federal funds for getting life back to average, back to normal, at least above average. It certainly isn't this morning with 1.6 million customers in the state without power. 90% of Virginia Beach alone, no juice at this point. As many as 7 fatalities, and early this morning, 16,000 people were in shelters. Let me show you one of the problems we're having this morning. Big drainage pipe goes out to the beach here, and where we have this area roped off, city officials are concerned about a sinkhole problem. If you walk in there, you could sink down pretty far. It goes down about 10 to 15 feet. So they're working on that, and a lot of cleanup underway, especially back in the neighborhoods where there's a lot of trees and debris down. Let's get the latest now. Jim, I heard you mention some power coming back on in Kill Devil Hills. Sounds like a good thing to me.
It is going to be a good thing, and hopefully you'll see the same up into Virginia. We've got 500,000 without power down this way. 8,000 took shelter in this area as well. So, folks, again, knowing that, the Red Cross really needs your help. They definitely went above and beyond this one, as they usually do. You can see behind me here on the beaches several boards, 2x4s, 2x8s, and all sorts of things I don't even recognize coming from up the beach yesterday, and that's what we've seen all along the beach this morning as we took a little walk, and that's the problem. I mean, you got water that really pounded this area, not only some of the structures that are right on the beach, but also the beach itself, so we had considerable beach erosion. Going around, though, interior, on the other side where we have these dunes, really not looking too bad this morning in Kill Devil Hills. Of course, it's a ghost town because there is a restriction. No one is allowed back out onto the Outer Banks. Right now there's a curfew until at least noontime today. They're meeting on that at 10 o'clock in Manio to decide, hey, when are we going to let these people back on the island? The good news is, folks, again, from what we can see, minor structural damage inland. On the beaches, it's a lot worse, especially those that were on the water. We'll keep you posted here from Kill Devil Hills. Right now, let's go back to Alexandria.
All right, thanks, Jim. Let's show you the picture now for this forecast for the afternoon. Washington, D.C., Reagan National is closed, but will open at noon. Dulles is open, but kind of a bumpy flight. Gusts there right now at about 21 to 25 miles per hour. Hagerstown, Maryland, seeing gusts at 31. And all east of that, along the eastern shore, St. Michael's, a bit of a blustery start as well. But you can see from Burlington to Boston, New York, all will see rain and wind today. Buffalo to Pittsburgh as well. Further south, a beautiful day in Memphis and Atlanta. Temperatures 85, humidity is low. Even Charlotte really going to get a great afternoon. Along the coast, New Orleans to Tampa, Miami could see an isolated shower late in the day. The Midwest, here's what we've got in terms of some rain. Early this morning in Green Bay, south of that, Chicago around the loop there this morning. Maybe you're waking up around Highland Park. No problems weather-wise today. St. Louis, Louisville, lots of sunshine in the 70s. For tomorrow and Saturday, Green Bay to Chicago, Minneapolis, even Cleveland. So everyone clearing out, and in the Midwest on Saturday, you know what, even in the Northeast for the weekend, it really will be quite nice. Marshall?
Nearly 6,000 flights were canceled at airports.